That all we will discuss here. So honey is one of the most appreciated and valued natural product formed from nectar of flower by honeybees. So you all know this, that the honeybees, they prepare the honey, and that honey we collect and use. So honey is used both for nutritional and medicinal purpose. So it is the part of our diet also. And in traditional medicine, many of the aushadhis or many of the medicines which we prescribe, we ask to mix it with the honey and take it. And most of the time in home remedies also, or household practice also, that whenever there is a cough, cold, allergy, such kind of issues are there. So honey mixed with ginger juice or with some tulsi swarasa, tulsi juice, that we give, and it works also. So it has, and in nutritional, like the part of food also, we take honey, and for the medicine also, and it is used internally as well as externally. So externally also, like some of the face pack, or even like in the market you will get some honey soap which is having some honey. And especially for the external application, whenever there is some wound etc is there, that also we apply honey, and this wound get healed by application of honey, as it has so many properties like antibacterial etc, antimicrobial properties there in honey. So honey is used as wound healing agent also externally, and for the face pack etc. Not only the medicinal and nutritional, but honey is having religious significance also. So like in Hindu culture, we have Madhu Abhisheka of Lord Shiva. So Madhu Abhisheka is done to Lord Shiva, and Panchamrita is prepared. So Amrita is nectar. So it's the combination of 5 things. So honey is one of the ingredient of Panchamrita. In Buddhist culture, we find that there is one festival called Madhu Purnima. So here the honey is offered to the monks, Buddhist monks. In the Jewish tradition also, honey is the symbol of New Year, and rose hasana, that is traditional slices of apple dipped in honey, are eaten to bring a sweet new year. So during the new year, they celebrate with the honey. And in Islam also, Prophet Muhammad strongly recommend honey for healing purpose, and Quran promotes it as a nutritious and healthy food. So you will find that from the ancient time, honey is the part of our food, it is the part of our medicine, and it is part of our religious practices. In there are so many other cultures which use honey as one of the sacred substance in several religious practices, and it has several spiritual benefits also. So honey is the only insect derived natural product which has nutritional, cosmetic, medicinal, and industrial value. So there is no other product which is derived from insect which has so much, which is so much appreciated, and which has so many utilities in our as a part of our food, as part of our medicine, as part of our cosmetics, and as part of our spiritual practices. And another good thing about honey is there is no need to refrigerate honey. It never degrades. So honey, even if you have honey of 100-year-old, you can still use it. Honey will never degrade. It will never get spoiled. And it can also be stored unopened at room temperature in a dry place. And storage of honey is very easy. You have to just keep a closed container, and in a normal room temperature, you can keep it safely for a longer period of time. The honey contains over 180 substances, and it is very difficult to find the product like honey which has so many nutrients and it has so many health benefits. So it has over 180 substances, including sugar, mainly fructose, glucose, water, and plethora of minor constituents such as vitamin, minerals, and phytochemicals. So you will see briefly about the chemical composition of honey. So the chemical composition of honey varies depending upon the floral origin, environment, and geographical condition. So like the honeybees, the kind of trees, flowers, or kind of vegetation which is there, depending upon that, the chemical composition of the honey differs. And depending upon the geographical conditions also. So honey is a mixture of carbohydrate, proteins, amino acids, vitamins, minerals, oxidants, and many other compounds. It contains a number of enzymes, including invertase, glucose, oxidase, catalase, and acid phosphorylase. So many nutritional elements are present in the honey. And honey also contains 18 free amino acids, the most abundant of which is proline. And honey also contains vitamin B2, B4, B5, B6, B11, and vitamin C, minerals like calcium, iron, zinc, potassium, phosphorus, magnesium, selenium. And the main group of antioxidants in honey are the flavonoids, of which Pinosambrine is unique to honey, and bee propolis. So several minerals are there, mainly vitamin B and C is present in there, and so many micro elements are available in honey. And naturally, darker honey has greater antioxidant properties. So honey, you may find honey with different colors. So the honey which is darker in color is having higher level of antioxidant. So acetic, butonic, formic, citric, succinic, lactic, malic, these all are the different acids which are present in honey. And bees honey is free of cholesterol. Coming to the health benefits of honey. So there are several research studies done, and these research studies indicate that honey can exert several health beneficial effects, including antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, anti-diabetic. So honey is anti-diabetic, and we know that it is protective of our respiratory system, gastrointestinal system, cardiovascular system, and nervous system. So most vital systems of our body, the honey has protective effect on them. Coming to some of the points where the people have differences of opinion. So like whether can we heat honey or not. And the other thing is, in the market, you will find the cake which is prepared from the honey. So whether microwave processing of honey is good or not. So study results demonstrate that microwave thermal heating completely abolished honey antibacterial activities, whereas conventional thermal treatment to 45 and 55 degree did not affect the antibacterial activity of the honey samples. So when we keep this some food items where honey is there in the microwave, or we do the microwave heating, so the beneficial effect of honey, that is the antimicrobial activity of the honey, is completely abolished. So we should not go for microwave thermal heating of honey. Coming to some of the properties of honey, which is mentioned in the ancient medical literature, like the Charak Samhita, Shushru Samhita, and Ashtang Sangraha and Ashtang Hridaya, which is written by Vagbhatacharya. So, honey is madhura, that is sweet, and kashaya. Kashaya is astringent. It's not completely sweet. The honey is having a slight kashaya rasa. So, if you consume honey, if you observe very cautiously, you will find that it is not completely sweet, but it has slightly astringent taste also. And it is guru and ruksha. So honey is guru. Guru means it is heavy for the digestion. And it is ruksha. We have read that honey is free of cholesterol. So it is ruksha. It is having ruksha guna. And it is shita. And mainly it acts on the kapha dosha and the pitta dosha. And it aggravates a vata dosha because it has ruksha guna. So this is in general the properties of honey described in the ancient medical literatures. And there are several varieties of honey described in ancient texts, such as, like, we only know that the madhu, in the general in Hindi we say madhu or makshika, or sometimes we say shahad, but there are several varieties of honey described in Ayurveda literature, and mainly there are 8 types. So that, like the Pautika, Brahmara, Kshaudra, Makshika, Kshatra, and Arghya, Auddalaka, and Dala. These all are the varieties of honey, and the qualities of and the difference of each varieties, that is all well described in ancient literature. So that means in the ancient time they have thoroughly studies the different varieties of honey from different places, from different plants, or from different kind of bees which collects the honey. So based on that, they have categorized the honey, and they have thoroughly studied the properties of honey and how to differentiate from one variety to another variety. And in the ancient literature, we find that some of the places they give some specific varieties of honey. Like some of the places they say to use the makshika only. So that differentiation also they have made. And in the present time, the present studies, they show that there are over 300 different types of honey worldwide. So as I told, that depending upon the kind of plants, vegetation is present. So the honey bees, they collect honey from these plant sources, so that varieties of the taste, the color, and the chemical composition, that also differs. So based on that, over 300 different varieties of honey is available worldwide. So they differ in color, aroma, flavor, depending upon the plant source where bees collect nectar. Honey can be broadly categorized into raw and processed honey. So this is the basic classification, and this is mainly for our like marketing purpose. Like this is the raw honey and this is the processed honey. So what is processed honey? When honey gets extracted from the beehive, it usually gets strained to remove wax and other non-honey particles. It is then available in its raw honey form, which can be further heated and bottled to be available as processed honey, the form which is most commonly available in houses, retail shop, and supermarket. So what you get in the market, that is the heated and bottled honey. That is what is available. So raw honey, when it is collected, there may be possibility of some contamination. Like the bees is having the bee wax may be mixed with this and some of the plant from where they are collecting. So some of the particles of the plants, etc., they may mixed in that honey. So what they do is they heat this and they filter it, remove all the things, and then it is bottled and supplied to the market. This is the honey what we are getting in the market. So now the question is whether heating is good or not. So that all we'll again discuss further. So one point is whether the diabetic person can consume honey or not. So although honey is high carbohydrate food, so we have seen that honey is having, so it's very rich in carbohydrates, but its glycemic index varies within a wide range of 32 to 85, depending upon the botanical source. So as we discussed, there are 300 varieties of honey, and in the traditional text, there are 8 varieties of honey based on different plant sources from where the honey is collected. So its glycemic index that also varies depending upon the source of origin. And there are studies which have shown that 50-gram honey of unspecified type of healthy people and a diabetic patients led to a smaller increase of blood insulin and glucose than the consumption of the same amount of glucose or of a sugar mixture resembling to honey. So if we compare the honey with the normal glucose or sugar, so it was found that the honey will increase very less amount of blood sugar when it will be given to the diabetic person and to the healthy person. And again, it was shown that the consumption of honey has a favorable effect on diabetes patient, causing a significant decrease of plasma glucose. So that means the diabetic person can consume honey in moderation. But again, the question is the source of honey, whether the market available honey is naturally prepared or is the natural honey, or it is sugar syrup or jaggery syrup. That all is little difficult to understand. But if it is the pure honey, if you are very much sure about the origin of this honey, and that honey is beneficial for a diabetic person, and diabetic person can take it in moderation. But if you are not fully aware about the source of honey, so better you be careful. So can we heat honey or mix it with hot substances, like mixing honey with the hot water or preparing tea, coffee by honey instead of sugar or jaggery? So whether this can be done or not. So heating of honey or mixing it with hot substances is contraindicated according to the Ayurveda literature. And it is why it is contraindicated, because it has deleterious effect on our health. So honey, the ancient literature shows they mention that honey should not be heated, and heated honey should not be consumed. It should not be mixed even with the hot substances like the tea, coffee, or mixing honey with the hot water. That is not recommended. And why it is heated? When we go for the industrial supply of honey, why it is heated? So the liquefaction process at a temperature of 55 degree and the pasteurization process are the two stages used in the honey industry. So honey industry, they heat it and they boil it. And why they do this? Because the honey is having tendency to get crystallized, or the crystal formation will be there in the honey. So once there will be crystal formation, the appearance will be little bit turbid. So what, to have a very good look, to avoid the crystallization, these in the industrial process, they heat the honey, they boil the honey, and then they filter it. So that way they will delay the crystallization of honey. And when the people will go, they will feel that this is the very fresh honey. So that is one of the idea. And another idea is to remove the contamination which happens during the collection time. So at a high temperature, when we are heating to the honey, so it can affect the physicochemical properties of honey during the process. So when we are heating it to the boiling point, so it destroys its physicochemical characteristics. And heating process inhibit the antibacterial activity of honey. So one of the important thing, like whenever we have cold, cough, etc., some bacterial problem or some bacterial infection in our respiratory tract, we take honey, but the honey which is available in the market is boiled, filtered, and packed. So this honey is not having any antibacterial activity. So that's what when we are consuming, even we consume it 3 times, 4 times in a day, mixing with all other medicines also, it will not be so effective because all the antibacterial properties are already destroyed during this bottling process. And it also affects the other heat sensitive bioactive compounds present in the honey. And so many important elements which are there, which are heat sensitive, that all get destroyed by this heating process. So it is the kind of benefit which we are expecting from the honey, that all we will not get when we are going in this kind of process. So another thing is, can we consume honey and ghee in equal quantity? Separately, honey is very beneficial for health, and separately ghee, the cow ghee, is very beneficial for our health. Both are recommended in our daily food consumption. But whether can we mix it together in equal quantity and consume it or not? That is one of the question. And traditionally, even in the home remedies, the household, like the senior people in the house, they all know that the honey and ghee should not be mixed in the equal quantity. It can be consumed together, but not in equal quantity. So the traditional literature, mainly the Charak Samhita, mentioned that honey mixed with equal amount of ghee is having deleterious effect on our health. And there is a research study, toxicity study done in Charles Foster rat, through the biochemical and histological parameters, shown that consuming honey and ghee in equal quantity leads to liver tissue inflammation. So when it is done in the rats, Charles Foster rats, the equal amount of honey and ghee is given to the rats, and the study was done. It was found that consuming equal amount of honey and ghee, it causes liver tissue inflammation, inflammatory cell infiltration, bile duct dilatation, rise in triglyceride, cholesterol, and lipase level, formation of amyloid product, decrease antioxidant enzyme, and increase advanced glycation end product could be the possible cause of toxicity of equal ratio of honey and ghee. So we see that it affects our vital organs and it increases the cholesterol level. Another thing is, it becomes very difficult for the digestion when we mix the equal quantity of honey and ghee. So when I am saying equal quantity of honey and ghee, it is only when the two substances are mixed in equal quantity. When we are adding another substance into that, then it will be having a different effect. Like some of the Ayurveda medicine, especially like Sitopaladi Churna, which is very commonly used for the respiratory problems, cold, cough, etc. So we suggest to take the Sitopaladi Churna along with honey and ghee. So here you are mixing the another thing. It is not only the two, you are mixing the Sitopaladi Churna also. So, or Sitopaladi Churna is mixed with the honey and ghee. So now this will not be having the same kind of effect, like what we are saying, that liver tissue inflammation, etc. It will be having so many beneficial effects. But when only two substances are mixed and consumed, then it will have all these kind of toxicity problem. Then one question is how much honey one can consume, because it is very tasty and we have seen that it has a lot of health benefits, so many nutritional benefits is there, so many micronutrients are there, so many elements are there, vitamin B, vitamin C, and there is no such product equal to honey which has so many nutritional benefit. So we can consume it in a large quantity, we will get more benefit. But intake of honey differs person to person. It depends upon the digestive capacity of the person and his basic constitution, like the person is of vata constitution, pitta constitution, or kapha constitution. Depending upon that, the honey quantity differs person to person. So there is no fixed dose, like you must take 2 spoon or 3 spoon. There is no such fixed dose of honey which we can recommend. And again, the intake of honey differs season to season. Like as we have seen that it should not be combined with the hot substances. So similarly, it is not good to take honey in a very during the summer period. Summer period, we recommend not to take honey. So it should be taken in moderation, considering one's prakriti and digestive capacity. The another thing is we have seen the properties of honey. So honey is guru and ruksha. Guru is very heavy for the digestion. So it should not be consumed in large quantity. Otherwise, it will cause indigestion. It will become cause for indigestion. So in the Vata Prakriti person, because honey is having the Ruksha Guna, so Vata Prakriti person, he should take it in very minimum quantity, very less quantity. And honey is having the Pitta and a Kapha Shamak Guna, but as the Pitta is having the Ushna property, so the Pitta person, he should take this in the moderation, but he should not take it continuously. The Kapha person, because honey is having the Ruksha Guna and it is beneficial for the Kapha, it is Kapha Shamaka. So the Kapha person can consume it daily in moderate quantity. So like this, there is no some particular fixed quantity which we can say that this is the quantity one can take every day irrespective of his prakriti or digestive capacity. No, we have to specifically see how much one can take and in which season how much is recommended. So don't consume honey blindly thinking that it has so many nutritional benefits. So overall, the honey is having varieties of health benefits, but all benefits we get only when we take it judiciously, considering all the rules and regulation and with what to combine, when to take, how much to take, which season, and the kind of honey which we are getting, like depending upon the plant sources, there are different varieties of honey. So like in the market now, there are so many varieties of honey is available, including I have seen some neem honey, Arjun honey. So Arjun honey, they say that this is good for the heart. Neem honey, they say that one can take, even the diabetic can take. So like so many such, depending upon the plant source, so many varieties of honey is available. The another thing is most of the places, the industrial production of honey. So what they do is nearby that they have very few varieties of flowers or vegetation, or sometimes they just spread the jaggery syrup for consumption of this honeybee. Honeybee, they consume only this jaggery syrup. So that kind of honey may not be having all these chemical composition which we have gone through, or it may not be having the similar kind of health benefits. So whenever we are consuming honey, it is better once we verify the source of the honey and then consume it. And if we are consuming in that way, then only we will get the desired expected result or benefit from the honey. So thank you so much. And if any participant they have any question or they can contribute something, they can share some of their experiences, so they are welcome.
So,
Gigi.
Can we have in empty stomach in the morning honey with lemon and hot water?
No, actually we already discussed that honey should not be mixed with hot water.
Okay.
So honey you can consume morning, no issue, but take it with the normal water. Don't mix it with the hot water. And
lemon? What about lemon?
Lemon you can, for taste you can mix lemon, no issue. And especially this practice is done by the person who want to reduce weight. So those who are willing to reduce their weight, they go for this hot water mixed with lemon and honey. So honey is already having the ruksha guna. So, and it is free of cholesterol. So even if you are mixing it with the normal water, it will give you even much better effect. Instead of going with the hot water, you go with the normal water. So honey will give better result. But somehow this is very popular, and I don't know how it was recommended, because research studies they show that if we heat the honey, so many heat sensitive elements which are present in the honey that will get destroyed, and even the antibacterial properties of honey. So heating process that inhibits the antibacterial properties of the honey also. So better to go with the normal water.
Like how many days we need to follow the, like if we want to reduce weight, like how many days we have to take? Like I heard from somebody, we should not take continuously. See, is honey, it true, sir?
Yeah, honey is one of the substance which is recommended in traditional medicine as a, you can take it in the, you can consume it daily. Daily you can take it. And not only just for reducing the weight, even the healthy person can take the honey daily. But a reduction of weight is not just about drinking honey with the water and lemon, but so many other things you have to follow. You have to regulate your diet. You have to involve in physical activity, etc. Honey will help, but it will help with all these other lifestyle changes. Alone honey, if we take and we think that the weight will get reduced just by drinking morning 1 glass of water mixed with honey, that may not be, I think, that may not give that much effect. But if you are modifying and coming to the healthy lifestyle, then it will be having effect. And as you asked, the duration, so one can take honey continuously. There is no such fixed days. The only thing is when there is a during the summer period, you don't take it. If the temperature is crossing 40 degree, some of the places it reaches to the 47, 48. That time better not to consume honey.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Sir.
Yeah, please.
Namaste, Bhaiya. Namaste. I have been taking 1 teaspoon of honey every morning in kala. And kala, naturally, it is boiled. And during COVID, and even before that I had been taking, and I don't have any adverse effect. Could you please give your...
Yeah. See,
you are mentioning that it is not to be taken, honey is not to be taken with warm water, but Kala is more than warm, and I am inhaling the steam from that Kala also, and it is very, very soothing. And honey I am using in that Kala. What is your opinion and suggestion?
Yeah. See, when you are taking kadha, what I guess is it may not be like whether you are boiling the kadha with honey or
No, I am not boiling.
taking.
I am not boiling honey with kadha. Honey is in the cup, but boiled kadha immediately after getting prepared, it is poured in that cup.
Okay, so that means boiled like the boiled kadha is directly mixed with the honey.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually,
and I have been taking it for the last 3-4 years with no negative impact.
Okay.
And I am plus 74.
Okay.
And
see, the research finding, they say that if you boil the honey more than 55-degree temperature, its antibacterial properties get destroyed, and so many other heat sensitive elements also that get destroyed.
Okay.
So maybe the benefit you are getting, that is because of the kadha ingredients.
But honey's benefit is not available. So I'll from tomorrow morning onwards. So early morning I do it, and around 5 o'clock I consume that, and after consumption at 5:30 I sit with Sharmila Didi, and thereafter Kumar Bhaiya.
Okay. What I can suggest you, sir, like instead of pouring boiled kadha immediately,
I will allow it to cool down. What I understand from your deliberation, I'll make it to cool down, and a little below.
You can reduce it. See, generally when we consume, it is nearly, I think, the kadha, even if you are consuming warm kadha will be, I think, maybe 40 degree, 42 degree, 43 degree.
So I'll allow it to cool down to 40 degree or below that.
You can mix in that temperature. See, see the honey, the studies, what they have shown is beyond 55. Then only it's natural antibiotic effect.
I'll allow it to cool down to the room temperature.
Yeah. That will be good. Not room temperature, but it's still little above. Like even if it is of 40 degree, 45 degree, that much is also fine. You can mix honey and you can consume. But
my kadha has constituent arjun powder a little. Green haldi, these days tamarind, I get that, I kaddukas karke wo dal diya. Then adrak plus giloy and certain more things, because Divya Pay is there from Patanjali, and that I put, and that kadha is every day that I consume, and and that has made me, I feel that I have got enough immunity and I am left with some energy at the end of the day. Yeah, good. See, whatever products you mentioned, that Gilo, etc., that all are very beneficial. The only thing what I will suggest is, if you, instead of pouring boiled kadha into the honey, I am not doing. From tomorrow I will refrain. Yeah, then you will get much more benefit. I will come back to you. My name is. Please. You will get much more benefit. See, the traditional texts already mentioned all those things, that honey should not be heated, honey should not be mixed with the I'm not making it that portion I knew, but I did not. Now I'll take precaution that I'll allow it to cool down, and then please. What I tried to present here is some of the research studies which have proven that whatever mentioned in the ancient texts are correct, and these all are the changes which happens naturally when we boil the honey. Then its physicochemical properties will change. That is, anyone can check. If you have the raw honey, boil it and you check it. You will immediately understand. So
Yeah.
I'll make myself as laboratory and then observe it.
Yeah.
वो
See, now
तो
you have consumed in that way. You change your, you make slight change in your kadha consumption.
yeah,
Then
definitely
let
no
us
problem.
know.
Because
Yeah,
Didi
please.
is already telling and teaching us. Rather, we are very sajag रहना, alert, to remain awakened. है ना?
Yeah,
So
very nice.
to avoid any negative things.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, please.
Thank you very much. Grateful to you.
My pleasure, sir. So actually, the honey is, I found, one of the substance which has lot of controversy, not only among the people, but including in the health sector. I found there are some papers which even recommend that we can boil the honey.
If you permit, one more little question.
Yeah, please, please.
In winters, what I see that honey is getting crystalline form and jam jata hai jaise, solidification.
That is the nature of honey. It's good.
Okay, okay.
No issue. You can, even the crystallized honey, you can take it, no problem.
Right, right.
It is good only. The honey, I told that it never degrades, it never spoils. Even if you have 100-year-old honey in completely crystallized form, you can still consume it. It will give the beneficial effect for your health. So no issue.
Because certain people, because of their conventions, they utter. That is why I put place forward the question to.
Yeah.
Make myself clear.
Crystallized honey you can consume. We have the in the our medical literature we have Madhu Sharkara. Madhu Sharkara is the like the crystallized honey, Madhu Sharkara. So that you can consume. It is also having the similar benefits for your health.
Okay, okay. Nice.
Welcome, Bhaiya.
Nice to learn.
Welcome, Bhaiya.
Namaste, namaste.
Namaste, Vijay. Please, Vijay.
Ji, Bhaiya.
Am I audible?
Ji, Bhaiya. Very well.
Yeah. I'm attending first time this holistic health.
Oh, great, Bhaiya.
I'm thankful to Tara Prasanji. He shared me the link today. So next time also I would like to continue it. So
Please.
Can you add me in the group or where I can get the link?
Yeah, actually, link is shared, and I will request the this organizer to share the link. You may be in the UHV group here.
Yes, yeah, I'm there.
So actually, it is shared in the UHV group, but I don't know, like in your group, it is shared or not. But like in the UHV group, all the sessions which are related with the health, the link is shared. But again, I will request.
On lighter side, Tara Prasanna Bhaiya will assist you, and as his name suggests, he will make you happy. Prasanna.
Yes.
And he is always helpful.
It's very
so
true. And
He's like, I'm not the admin Bhaiya. So I will request to share the link.
Okay, thank you, Vijay. And my one query is there that
Please,
maybe
Bhaiya.
not directly related with this, but in this one slide was there about Prakriti, Vat Prakriti, Kaph Prakriti, and like that. Vat, Pit, and Kaph. Actually, I'm not very much aware about these three Prakritis and in what I fall. Just I assume that I may be in particularly Vat, but not it is sometimes mix also. Once I tried with Rajiv Dixit's book to know about my Prakriti, but that was so much complicated, so I couldn't find out my Prakriti. So do you have some literature or some video or some shared from which I can know my Prakriti?
Actually, even in this health session, we have discussed in detail about the Prakriti. Several times we discussed about this, like the understanding the Prakriti and the food based on the Prakriti, So these kind of things, and like the seasonal changes, and in different seasons, which are the Prakriti person who has to be more careful. So these all topics are discussed in detail, and YouTube channel is there, Via. So in YouTube channel, you will have access to all the videos. And I just when I discussed about the honey, I directly mentioned about the Vat Prakriti, Pitta Prakriti, because this is the continued session.
Yes,
And previously these topics are already discussed. So as you told that there is a Vata, Pitta and Kapha, and there is a mixed also. Mixed means there may be Vata, Pitta, Vata, Kapha, Kapha, Pitta. That kind of Prakriti person may also be there. So it's very easy to find. Yeah, in the YouTube there is a channel.
Okay.
So
okay.
So it is easy to find, and
So
we have discussed in the detail about all this.
So I can find out. I can search with your name, Bhaiya.
Not with the name, Bhaiya. Actually, we are like all the sessions are universal human health. That way it is.
Okay, Bhaiya. Okay. I will search, and if I have some difficulty, then I will take help from you, Bhaiya.
Please. Or you can message me, Bhaiya. I will put my number in the chat box. You can message me, then I will share the particular link.
Yeah, Bhaiya. If you can share, I will save your number. Yeah.
I just shared my number here. So if you have difficulty to find out the particular video, you can just message me and I will share the link.
Ji bhaiya. Ji. Thank you, Bhaiya. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome, Bhaiya.
we have Prasad bhai also with us. GD Prasad ji, namaste. Please go ahead.
Sir, good evening, sir. Good evening.
जी भैया बोलिए भैया.
Good evening, sir.
जी namaste sir.
Sir, how to find whether the honey is pure or not?
Honey is pure or not?
Yes.
This is very difficult, भैया. Actually, even when I was planning to discuss about the honey, I was trying to search like how to identify the adulterated honey and the pure honey. Are there some easy methods? So actually, I did not find any easy method to categorize which honey is pure and which is chemically prepared.
Yes.
Which is natural, which is synthetic. So it's very difficult. Only with the detailed chemical study of chemical composition, then only you can know which honey is pure and which honey is not. Because now even this adulteration is so much advanced that by the taste and everything, it will be very similar to the original honey.
Yes.
Very difficult to understand which honey is pure, which honey is not pure.
Okay.
And in the market, again, like I don't know the amount of honey which is available in the market. I am sometimes surprised that whether such amount of forest and honeybees are there, where we can collect this amount of honey, or from where they are collecting, where they are bringing this much honey.
Okay.
So it's very difficult. Yeah, only with some detailed chemical study we can understand which one is good. And again, the varieties of honey, different varieties of honeys are there based on the sources. So that all is possible only with the detailed studies only.
Okay. Thank you, Bhaiya. Thank you. Thank you.
Namaste, Bhaiya. Am I audible?
Ji, Didi, please.
Actually, my grandson, no, he likes lime water. So he used to tell me that add honey. So 1 spoon, if I am giving, he will tell add more, add more. So with the lime water, if you are lime juice, no, if you are adding this honey for taste, that is good for him, no?
Yeah. What is the age of your son?
3+.
3+. Okay. So actually,
3 years and 3 months like that.
Actually, maximum amount what I feel you can go for is 2 to 3 spoon, not more than that.
Okay.
Don't give large quantity of honey.
Okay. Because sugar is honey is better than sugar now, so that
Yeah, it's
for
better,
taste
but the
we
honey should be
give
taken in moderation, not in large quantity.
not in large quantity. Okay.
So for
Yes.
kid, 2 to 3 spoon in a day is enough.
It is enough. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Another problem consuming large amount of honey is it creates a very bad kind of indigestion, which is very difficult to manage. The indigestion which occurs by excess honey consumption is very difficult to manage.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we have to understand his digestive capacity. The another thing is the honey, as I told, it is Guru and Ruksha. It is heavy for digestion. It is having Ruksha guna. So for the children, it's not recommended in large quantity because of its Ruksha guna.
Okay. Thank you.
And actually, one more thing about the honey I will share here is during the rainy season, the ancient literatures, they recommend that during the rainy season, one should consume honey daily in small quantity, like 2 to 3 spoon every day. The person should consume during the rainy season, because rainy season is a season where our digestive capacity, our health condition, and the chances of occurrence of some respiratory problems will be very high. So in that season, if we consume honey, it will protect from all kind of negative effects, which is because of the season. So rainy season is one of the season where specifically they say that consume honey. Mixing, and you can consume honey in varieties of way. You can consume with some food items like chapati, etc. You can consume honey, or very simply you can mix with 1 cup of water, 2-3 spoon of honey, and then you can take it. So there's no like so many food items are there. You can mix with any food items. You can consume honey.
Can we consume honey with lemon, honey, and normal water?
Fine. Normal water you can.
Lemon we can add?
You can take, no problem.
Like sikanji, we call sikanji. So instead of sugar, we can add 1 spoon of honey.
Honey you can add, no issue.
It reduces weight, bhaiya?
As a sweetener, if you want to use, you can use honey. But when you are using as a sweetener, just be careful, don't mix with the hot substance, or don't boil it. That is the only recommendation from our side.
But if you are taking with normal water,
You can.
it reduces weight.
See, if you are like previously also, one madam asked about reducing weight. So actually, only if we think that consuming water with honey will reduce my weight, that is not the whole thing.
No, I don't want to lose weight. Actually, I am already underweight, so I don't want to lose weight.
Okay. Okay. No. Don't worry. If you take honey in a small quantity, it will not cause weight reduction further. So, like 2-3 spoon in a day, you can easily take, no problem.
Yeah, I want to gain weight actually.
Then if you want to gain weight, then there are other like the another important thing is add ghee in your diet. Milk, ghee, these kind of things you add in your diet. Take
Ayurvedic retired person is there, so he has suggested me to, because I do not feel hunger most of the time.
Okay, you don't feel hunger. Okay.
It is from a long time. I think it is from around 10 years, 12 years. And I have done everything for that. But actually, I used to eat at a particular timings only according to my capacity. And very less diet I have. I consume very less diet. But
what is your height and weight? Can you please share?
Actually, my height is 5 feet and 7 inch or 7.5 inch. But my weight is only 51 kg. Previously, it was around 47, but last 4-5 months, I gained 3-4 kgs.
Now it is 51.
Yes, actually, this is my maximum weight in my life.
Okay.
Yes.
See, what the Ayurveda recommends for this person who wish to gain weight or who is underweight, he has to choose some of the food items which are nutritious and which are easy to digest. So what happens is most of the food substances which are nutritious, they are heavy for the digestion. But for the person who wish to gain weight, the person who is lean and wish to gain weight, he has to select food items which are easy to digest. And easy to digest food items like the milk, cow's milk is very easy to digest. It is nutritious and it will help you to gain the weight.
That I'm taking regularly in the night. Actually, when I go to sleep, at that time I'm taking cow milk.
It's very good. And you can mix cow milk with ghee, 1 or 2 spoon of ghee if you mix. So that will further help in increasing your weight, and it will not cause any bad effect to your digestion also. But the only thing is you keep some at least 2 hours gap between dinner and milk intake.
Right. Actually, I used to take dinner around 7 or 7:30, and then I'm around 9:30 to 10. I'm taking milk.
The another thing I will suggest you to go for oil massage every day, if possible, or if not possible, then at least once or twice in a week.
From last 1 month, I am continuously taking the massage at home.
So massage, like you need not have to go to some therapy center. You can do yourself, like even like simple til oil that you can make little warm and you can apply before bath for 20 to 20 minutes about, and then you can have slightly lukewarm water bath. If you follow these simple things, gradually you will gain weight.
The oil which I have used, til oil. Yeah, that I'm using.
Sesame oil or gingerly oil.
Yeah.
Or if you have nearby some Ayurveda shop, you can go with the Kshira Bala Tela. That is very nourishing. So that you can go for. And involve in moderate.
Can you please repeat the name of
Kshira Bala Tel? Kshira Bala. Kshir Bala.
Yeah. One thing I'm taking in the morning that I want to share with you, because some Ayurvedic retired person suggested me from 3-4 months I'm taking. I'm taking 25 grams of ginger.
25 gram ginger.
Crushing it and then boiling it into around 2 glasses of water and mixing 1 spoon of gur in that one.
Jaggery.
Jaggery. That is suggested by him. So I'm taking from last 3-4 months. This one. And I'm adding 1 spoon of cow milk, ghee. Ghee I'm adding that.
Okay.
For my hunger, he suggested me. So I'm doing it. I'm taking it from last 3 months, 3-4 months. So is it okay, Bhaiya? Because 25 grams of ginger is, I think.
It's more quantity actually. Ginger, that much quantity, I don't think that it is required. Actually, which your place is? You are from which place?
Bhilwara, Rajasthan. Bhilwara.
Bhilwara, Rajasthan. Okay.
Ajmer, Bhaiya.
Actually, now this is the winter period. You have tolerated well, but I don't think that this amount of ginger and this good that you will be able to tolerate during the summer. So,
should I reduce the quantity, sir? Bhaiya? Should I reduce the quantity or should I avoid it?
yes, you actually till now you have taken, but I will not suggest you to continue it further because now this next season is summer. So this much amount of ginger and jaggery is not recommended. You can go for the another formulations for increasing your appetite. If you contact me in my given number, I will suggest you personally what are the things you can follow.
Yeah, I will contact you personally.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Bhaiya. Thank you, Bhaiya.
Welcome.
Thank you. Kisan Bhaiya, and thank you, Akhilesh Bhaiya.
Ji Bhaiya, thank you so much, Bhaiya.
Active and enriching session, and we like to hear more and more. So, but let's respect the circadian rhythm and call it a day. And we'll surely meet again for the more and more wonderful session like this again next Friday. So, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Akhilesh Bhaiya. Namaste.
Thank you so much, Bhaiya. Namaste to all.